It was his turn 5, going up against a Mech Hunter. I was at 23 health. And then all of a sudden, this 20 damage Wind Fury attack hit me in the face. And I was thinking, well, surely I should be favoured in this kind of matchup. But this was the second game in a row that I lost to the same player, playing Mech Hunter, and I lost before my turn 6. In the previous game, I couldn't even play Reno. But your world is still doomed. So, sometimes you just lose badly to aggro decks. There's nothing you can do. But more often than not, that game that I just showcased should be the exception as opposed to the rule. We are playing GetMeowth's Renolock, teched heavily to deal with aggro decks. And this kind of a deck is awesome to play at the start of a season because a lot of people are playing aggro decks to rank up as quickly as possible. And so you have lots of tools in this deck to deal with aggro. You have your typical spells, the likes of Demon Wrath, you have Hellfire, you have Defile, you even have Corrupting Mist in this deck, which I have found to be surprisingly good. I'm a big fan of Corrupting Mist. I know some people don't like it, but it can deal very nicely and very cheaply with individual big threats. Sure, those threats will get to hit your face for one more turn before they die, but at least they die. That's the key thing. We have Golokka Crawler in this deck to deal with pirates because there are a lot of odd rogues on the ladder at the moment, and I've had one game where, and I wish I recorded it, where I was able to play Golokka Crawler and then get the value by killing a pirate, and later in the game I was able to play Zola on the Crawler and play the Crawler again, killing another pirate. That was so awesome. You'll notice that this deck does not play N'Zoth. It's considered too slow in a meta that's perhaps rather aggressive. So you, as I say, focus purely on destroying aggressive boards, and Bloodreaver Gul'dan is then usually enough for your final push and recovery after perhaps you've played Reno Jackson. So let's have a look at this deck in action on the early January Wild Mode ladder, and we're starting out here against a Paladin. Now whenever you can play Kazakus on curve, it feels pretty good. Now in this instance, it didn't really matter what potion I was getting because he decided he'd had enough. So yeah, the power of Kazakus causing aggro decks to concede feels good. Now against an odd rogue, I played the rat to see what I could bring out, and then play Corrupting Mist. My health total still pretty high. We play the Doomsayer for good measure because now he has to make a choice. Does he kill the rat and then trade into the Doomsayer so he can develop a board? He has 2 cards in hand. He makes the choice to go all face. And now my health total is not looking so good. So he decided it was worth doing the face damage, and I agree. But look, there's our friend Kazakus again. We go for armour, and we'll actually summon 2 friendly minions. If we get the Doomsayer back, that's not actually a bad thing.
I will silence their screams.
And another card that's found its way into Renolock in recent times is Big Game Hunter. In this instance though, we're not going to use the Big Game Hunter, and we wreck his Dr. Boom. Feels amazing. The Polymorph feels absolutely fine there. So we get the armour as well, and I think that's better. Just keeping us safe against any surprise shenanigans. And on reflection, I should have traded the Kazakus into the sheep. But we're still in a really, really good position here. Because we have a heal bot, and we have Mr. Turtle. well, he claims to be eternal, but I still think he's a turtle. He has to kill Mal'Ganis. He may have a Vast Spine Slayer, absolutely fine. If he has that, we have Gul'dan. Very unlikely that he could have both killed the Mal'Ganis and killed my face at the same time. Right, our next game is against a priest. Now, when you see a priest, you shudder a little bit first, because you think of big priest. Which is why I'm keeping Corrupting Mist. That could be helpful to take down a couple of big minions. The question is, does he have Barnes on turn 4? Does he have Shadow Essence on turn 6? I'm not sure how well this deck does against Big Priest. I've yet to face a Big Priest with this deck. I've just faced a load of rogues, aggressive hunters, for the most part. Oh, and paladins too, but not Big Priest. And thank God it's not a Big Priest, it's a Quest Priest. Thank God. I'm going to make the assumption here that he's playing Reno in this deck. Although maybe it'll be a bit like standard mode, where they just play the quest and then try and find multiple copies of Mind Blast and just kill you that way with an OTK. Ah, we don't mill anything good. That's really unfortunate.
Trust me.
It would have been nice if we'd milled, you know, Shadow Reaper Anduin perhaps, a big taunt.
At last.
Or that. That would have been nice to mill Kazakus. Okay, so it is a Reno deck confirmed. A positive in all of this is that he didn't get an opportunity to play Bran with Kazakus. There's always a silver lining. So we have the banker in hand. Just don't have any targets on board for it. Healbot could be a turn 5 play potentially. It's mana efficient, but we don't get the full healing value from it. So we just tap and we'll deal with his taunt. Well, we're putting out some pressure here. Potion of Madness, wow. It's been a while since I've seen that played. And the Deathlord. So Deathlords are quite annoying to deal with as a Reno deck, because the last thing you want is for them to bring out Reno. If they bring out Voidlord, that's decent. Mal'Ganis, also decent. So, let's gamble here. And it's Rin! And that is really pertinent. Incredibly pertinent, because initially he plays a slow game plan. A bit like me. If I can kill off my Rin quickly and start playing those seals, then maybe we can mill him, or destroy his deck I should say, and just win the game from there. And that is why I played Corrupting Mist. I want Rin to die, regardless. My concern is that if she stays on the board and I can't kill her off, he'll play something like Entomb or a Silence. So that is why I went for Corrupting Mist. And now we start developing the seals. Wow, he even plays Arthas in this deck. Okay. Got 9 mana to play with. We're definitely playing a seal here. And I guess we just play Brand 2. Maybe we'll draw in something that gets us good Bran value, perhaps. Well, there's Anduin. I wonder if he's just decided that it's time to develop Anduin and just throw those 2 damage shots to my face. We've got quite a substantial board here though, and we are getting closer to Azari. Well, Kazakus potion, fine. And this is interesting, he's still hitting my face, not targeting that minion on board. He wants to kill me before Reno. We've got healing. We've got healing for days. We have Reno in hand, we have Zola in hand, we have Azari in hand as well. Feels pretty good. Look at that, still hammering my face. He's not giving up. He's not giving up at all. Well, it's safe, I think, to play Azari here. And there goes his deck. So now he has to win with that hand. Now, there's always a danger that he plays Benedictus as a possible refill of his hand. But that's very, very unlikely. Very unlikely. And getting Amara here is not going to help him. It'll heal him to 40, but in the long run, I think this victory here is almost guaranteed. So we play around shenanigans by healing up. We get our Reno back to hand. And that's it. Wow. That was a really sweet win. Really sweet win. Alright, we look at one final game. Now, you saw at the start of this video, I was having terrible luck against Mech Hunter. So I'm just hoping, praying that it's not Mech Hunter. And what do we mill? Little kill command. Interesting. Okay, that's good. That's one less kill command to hit our face with. It's not freezing trap. It's not explosive. It's not wandering monster. So my guess would be that it's rat trap or cat trick. Right, that's a freezing trap. Fair enough. And that's fine. We get to draw another card here. Or would I have preferred to have had Gnome Feratu back to hand? Would that have been better to mill him, to mill a card, destroy one of his cards? I don't know. So, he's been really heavy on the secrets. Can we assume that he plays Zul'jin? It's a snipe, fair enough. And no minion coming down from hand. Okay. In hindsight, that was probably a mistake. We've got the snipe out the way, but we have played right into Coin Rexxar, and that feels really, really bad. But it's confirmed. This dude does not run minions by the looks of things. There are hybrid versions of Hunter going around that play secrets and beasts. So the idea there was if we'd pulled a beast onto the board, we'd just have traded into it perhaps. Okay. We're going to be greedy, we're going to go with 10 cost. So we go damage, and we go with a demon. But now he's got the value from Rexxar. He's got this steady stream of zombie beasts that's going to be coming our way. Now I can see Rin in hand, and you saw in the last game, Rin did an incredible job against the Reno Priest. But in this particular matchup, with the zombie beast being generated every single turn, I don't think Rin is going to be enough.
Unity, precision, maturity. Serve or die.
So how do we win this particular matchup when we know there's going to be these zombie beasts coming down every turn? I think Gul'dan is going to be our key, resurrecting some demons, and then that 3 damage hero power, because if he wants to heal, he will have to create zombie beasts that have got healing attached to them. So maybe we can take advantage of that, and if he gets unlucky with that, maybe we can use the Gul'dan hero power to push damage onto his face and just win from there. Spellstone is pretty good there for him, gives him board presence. Make a beast last, of course. If only Demon Wrath did 1 more damage. So, we play Rin, and I'm going to play the Doomsayer here.
Serve or die.
So hopefully this means he can't kill the Doomsayer. And hopefully it means he doesn't develop a big beast onto the board. That was the justification behind that play. Whether it was completely correct or not, I'm not sure. But hopefully that just stalls the game for a little bit longer. I need to draw into my Void Lord. I need Mal'Ganis. Okay, so we start with Azari with the seals now. That's the cat trick, fair enough. Demon Wrath here, thankfully, does not kill my own demon, that's good. I mean, maybe with the seals, maybe we can threaten a bit of pressure. I mean, maybe destroying his deck, sending him to fatigue, will help us in the long run. That is an 8 damage beast on board that we can't target. So we have to Godfrey here. We cannot allow that to connect with the face. Snipe, fair enough. And we get perfect value on the ooze. Feels good. Now I'm just wondering about Gul'dan, whether we wait for the Void Lord and Mal'Ganis, or whether we just play Gul'dan anyway without them for the hero power alone. it's unfortunate. We lose the ooze there. It's very unfortunate. But we're just going to keep going here with the zombie beast. It's another cat trick, fine. That's 9 damage on board. But we're okay. So is our game plan now to play all of the seals, get the demons on board, get them killed off, and then play Gul'dan? Is that our game plan? There are 2 positives in that. Gul'dan brings these demons back to life, so we get a board presence, and Azari obviously will destroy what remains of his deck. But we don't get the Void Lords, we don't get the Taunt, and we don't get Mal'Ganis brought back to life either. So we don't get the buff. And that Kazakus potion is 8 damage. And I'm thinking about the board, and I'm thinking about, do we target a minion here? And I don't think we do. I think we have to save that Kazakus potion to target his face at some point in this game. Decisions, choices. When you're just facing a straight up aggro deck, the decisions and choices tend to be a lot easier, because you just have to survive, right? Play your cards out in the best way that you feel possible, just to live, just to survive until you can play Reno. And then you pretty much win the game from there. In this matchup, with these zombie beasts being generated every turn, it does complicate things a bit more, because you can't predict what's coming. However, look at that health total. His health total is not in a good state here. Really not in a good state, so it may just be time to play Gul'dan. We do get some minions back. It's not the minions that I wanted, it's not the Void Lord, it's not the Mal'Ganis, but we get something back.
I'll show them all.
Oh, there's Reno. Okay, that's good. Okay, so the game plan is now as follows. We aim to hero power him down and then play that Kazakus potion. But because we've found Reno, we're not in a particular rush at this point now. Because we have that safety net of healing back to full health. So, 2 poisonous minions on board.
I'll never tell.
Sure. So, 8 damage. Start with the hero power. We're going to try and kill the Secret Keeper. Well, that's Snake Trap, fair enough. And at this juncture, we can just play Reno, right? Corrupting Mist first. So those poison minions die, and then Reno. This seems reasonable. We're at 33 health. Even if he pushes all of that damage from the board to my face, we're in a good spot. So really, now we have a 2-turn lethal coming up. These zombie beasts, yeah, that's got charge. That still does very little. Hero power last. Oh, he's actually able to play something. Okay. That still does nothing. Oh, there's the Void Lord. So, do we just feel safe now? Hero powering the face? I think we do. I think we do. I don't think he'll expect a Kazakus potion to kill him. Because quite often when Renolocks look for Kazakus potions, they look for Mystic Wall, right? They look for AoE to the board, not damage to the face. So I don't think he'll see this coming. He may feel that he's safe for another turn. He may expect me to hero power his face, but he may feel that he can't die just yet. Okay, and that's it. 8 damage. Game over.
Nicely done.
And that was a really, really satisfying win. To be able to outlast Deathstalker Rexxar there, just is a really, really great feeling. And in hindsight, I'm happy that I played Gul'dan when I did, that I didn't wait for the Void Lord, that I didn't wait for Mal'Ganis. I'm just happy that I played him when I did, and we're able to get, you know, that reoccurring 3 damage hero power going every single turn. So, GetMeowth's Renolock. Wonderful deck. A wonderful, wonderful deck against an aggressive meta. I think as the January season rolls on, I will move towards playing a Renolock that plays N'Zoth, just as the meta settles and perhaps more control decks start to make their way into the meta. So thank you very much for joining me, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the video, and wishing all of you a great start to the new year, and lots of positive RNG as we work our way through 2019. So thanks again for joining me, and I'll see you all again very soon for more Wild Mode fun.